Man, they be wrecking. Look, man, this past weekend, for me, it was a sad situation because I view Tszyu as a great champion, a future Hall of Fame boxer, and to see him get destroyed like that, it hurts, man. It was a sad situation for me. To me, it seemed like he was definitely surprised at how he was getting caught. He kept his head on the line. He didn't have any head movement. And Murtazaliev kept catching him with some straight punches that was big knuckle first, and it was putting him on his ass, man, and it was sad. And he kept trying. He was a warrior. He went out on the shield, but it was just too much for him. He was used to banging with people and coming out the victor, but in this situation, Murtazaliev was just too strong for him, man. He was just too much for him. Both of them are hard hitters. It seemed at one point he was beginning to affect Murtazaliev, but Murtazaliev he was too much for him. Murtazaliev came into the fight. He is the junior middleweight world champion. He came into the fight at 22-0 with 16 knockouts, I believe. And of course, Tszyu suffered his first loss, his last fight against Fundora. He came into the fight 24-1 with 17 knockouts. Of course, he was former unified junior middleweight world champion, a great champion, a champion who I believe that Jermell Charlo was avoiding intentionally. But man, it's a sad situation to see that and what happened. I think Murtazaliev is trouble. He's trouble in that division. He let me know that this is the most competitive division potentially in boxing. I think it's the biggest division in boxing. It has the most competition. To me, it's clear now. Seeing these fighters at 154, this is the toughest division. And now that you have Terrence Bud Crawford, you have Murtazaliev, and you have Fundora, who is the unified world champion, man, I'm looking forward to some big fights. But Murtazaliev is trouble, man. He's gonna be a problem. And because to wipe out a great champion who I believe to be a great champion, who's still in his prime. Just like when I seen Errol Spence get whooped his last fight, it was a sad situation. See, it's different when a champion or former champion is on the decline and they're clearly on the decline. It's a whole different situation. It's a whole different situation. Or they're past their prime. Like, for example, Deontay Wilder. This man is 40 years old. He's past his prime. So when you see him get punished, okay, I mean, I can understand it more so. But Tszyu, to me, is in the midst of his prime. And he was the boogeyman a year or two ago in that division. But now I think Murtazaliev is the boogeyman. I'm just going to keep it real. To destroy a solid champion like Tszyu like that, a former champion, to me, I don't think that Tszyu would have lost this Fundora fight if it wasn't for that cut, that elbow. I don't think he would have lost the fight. He clearly won the first 2 rounds, but to see him go out like that, man, it's just a sad situation. What's next for Murtazaliev? Maybe Terrence Bud Crawford and Murtazaliev. Man, that'll be a good fight. That's what it is, folks. I'll talk to you next time.